Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I am wanting to start something new. So recently I have seen, well, I guess not necessarily recently, but for a while now I've been seeing like 30-day makeup challenges and 100-day makeup challenges. So I thought that would be something that would be really fun to do. So what I am deciding to do is, in this mason jar I have 150 different ideas of things that I can do for makeup. Like I have smoky eyes, I have like Disney themes, I have favorite product, I have like a whole bunch of different things. So instead of having a schedule for whatever video I want to do whenever, I decided that I am going to start each video off not knowing what I'm going to do. I am going to draw one out of this mason jar, and that will be the theme of my video. Okay, so today's theme is going to be, they're falling out everywhere. Let's choose this one. Drugstore only makeup. So this is the theme for today's video. This is the first day of my challenge, and I'm actually really excited about this because I did just buy different drugstore products that I have been wanting to test. So today is that day. I will be right back. I have to go grab my makeup and I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I grabbed a lot of my drugstore products. And I'm really excited about this because now I will be able to review some of the newer products that I did just buy last week for my drugstore haul. Okay, so we're gonna start off with eyebrows. And before I start anything, actually, I'm going to pin my bangs back to get them off of my forehead. Okay, so yeah, I always like to start off my makeup by starting with the eyebrows, so that's what I'm going to do. So I have the Ulta Brow Pomade, I have the shade Medium Brown, and I have the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Contour Pencil in Espresso / Light Beige. Okay, and then next I will be taking a eyebrow brush, and I'm just going to be brushing through those to kind of even out the product that I had just applied, and also hopefully help them lay back down where they're supposed to be. Okay, so as you can see, I do have a little bit of like bare spots right in here because I don't have thick eyebrows. So that's where I'm going to bring the pomade in. I'm going to just get a tiny bit of product on my brush, and I'm just going to lightly fill that in. So I don't actually have drugstore concealer. Now that I'm looking at it, I thought I did, but I don't. So I do have this Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation, and it is way lighter than my actual skin tone right now. So I'm actually going to use this as my concealer to help clean up underneath my eyebrows. Maybe if I can get some out of here. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of product onto my brush. And I like to start off by dabbing the shape that I want my concealer in. And then I go ahead and I connect it, and I bring it down onto my eyelid because I will also be using this as my eyeshadow base. So now that we are done with our eyebrows, they look pretty decent. Next I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. So I do have this Ulta Beauty Nude Matte Eyeshadow Primer that I am going to be using. And I'm just going to be using my finger to apply this. I'm just getting a little bit of it on my finger. And I'm just going to smear this around. I think I used just a little too much actually, but it's okay. We'll make it work. I like to bring it down underneath my eye as well, because sometimes when I'm doing a smoky eye, I'll like to smoke out the bottom, and I feel like anywhere that you're putting eyeshadow, you need to have a primer. So I definitely like to bring it down up, all up in my eye, all up into my eyebrow, so that product really stays, because I will also be putting a highlight on my brow bone. So that needs to stay, and then everything underneath the eye, we're gonna want to stay in place all day. So right here I have the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. It's like a mattifying setting powder. And mine is well used and kind of broken, because I use it a lot. So I'm just, ooh, it's breaking everywhere. Oh no, okay. I'm just gonna dab some of the broken pieces onto my finger. Ooh, and I'm just gonna dab it right all over that primer that I just set down. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I do have 3 drugstore products that I couldn't decide what to use, so I'm just gonna talk about all of them and then we'll decide which ones I want to use. The first one is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. This is the Smoky and Highlight palette, and it looks like this. You can see I've used it a few times. This does have a lot of colors, and I believe this was like $16, so it definitely is just a little bit more expensive than like an $8 palette, but there's also double the amount of colors in here that you would get anywhere else, and I believe I got this at Target. So really like this one. Next I have the e.l.f. the Nude Rose Gold palette, and I really like this one. This one has a lot of pretty colors in it, and they're all pretty decent. They're all pretty pigmented for e.l.f. products. I mean, pretty decent. Okay, and then so I've had these ones for quite some time now, and I have used both of these. However, this one is brand new, so I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the NYX Sex Bomb eyeshadow palette, and get that brush out of there. This is what these colors look like. Now, the reason I chose this one is because it has a really pretty red right here that is actually pretty pigmented for a red eyeshadow, which I know is really hard to do. Not a lot of companies do it. I know Urban Decay just came out with the Heat, but not even in the Heat palette do they have a solid red like this. They're all kind of maroon or like brown, and there's even a couple, there's like a purple shade in there. None of them are solely red like this. Like this is like a red lipstick, like a Taylor Swift red lipstick, red. So we're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna try out this one, because I have not used this before, so I don't know how this is gonna look. If it's terrible, don't hate me. This is a first impression on it, and we're gonna learn together. So to start off, I think I'm gonna use this color right here as my transition color, and I'm just gonna buff it into my crease. So far, I'm not seeing like anything from this. I'm not really sure. Oh, okay, there it is. It's barely there. You're a disappointment. There's nothing here. So I'm already not wanting to use this one, actually, so we're gonna go in with the NYX one, because I would like you guys to be able to see at least something on my eyes. Okay, so, I mean, there is just a tiny bit of pigment in this color, but you're a disappointment. So, picking up the NYX palette, I'm going to be using this shade right here as my transition color. And I know that palette is NYX as well, but just look at the difference in pigment between that one and this one. Already, it's just already super pigmented and covering up that mistake real quickly. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in, what color should I do? I'm gonna go in with this maroon, or this purple one right here. And I'm just gonna place that right over the transition color that we just did, just a little bit more in my crease to darken up that crease. Just a little bit, just give it just a little bit smokier effect. Okay, so I really want to smoke out like my outer corner, and I really want to like give it that almost sultry eye look. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go in with this charcoal almost black color right here. Just barely gonna get any on my brush, tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna place it right in this corner right here. Just kind of pack it on, and then I will be blending it out. Gonna pack, and pack. And now I'm gonna blend that in to the crease. Real nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that green. I'm gonna get some on my finger, and I'm just going to place it with my finger right on the lid where I want it. So now that that is all set, it's time to move on to eyeliner. So for eyeliner, I have this e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner pen. This was, I believe it was $2, and the brush on this is insane. Like, it's just, let's see if it'll focus. There we go. It's just like insane how pointy and thick this brush is, and it's perfect for wings. So definitely just gonna draw on a wing. I always start to make the point, and then I fill it in down here just to make sure I really have the shape that I want. Okay, so next, now that we have the eye makeup finished, I am going to go in with mascara. This is CoverGirl, the Super Sizer mascara. I really just liked the colors of this packaging. We'll see if it's any good. It looks, the brush looks like this. Really thin, really nervous about this. I feel like it might be intense, but we'll find out. Okay, so, oh yeah, that's real clumpy. It's real clumpy, but I feel like it doesn't look that bad. So what I have here is this Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup. It's micro clear technology blemish treatment with some kind of acid in it. And my shade is Classic Ivory. So I feel like this is not the correct shade for my skin tone, but this was the closest one, so we're gonna make it work. And I'll be using my Spectrum brushes like I always do because they're beautiful. I will be grabbing the B01 foundation brush. I will be putting a little bit of this on the back of my hand. If I can get just a little bit to come out. There we go. So I just have a little bit right there. Putting that aside, gonna dip this in just a little bit. And we're just gonna start putting it on. So this one doesn't seem to be as full coverage as I was expecting. Like, it looks really nice. It looks really nice and smooth on camera, but in my mirror, I can still see my blemishes down here on the side. You can still see a little bit of redness right in here. Let me fix the forehead real fast. Definitely not the biggest fan of this, but on the bright side, it does feel really lightweight. Like, I can't really feel it on my face. It honestly just feels like I'm rubbing a brush on my face, so that's nice. I feel like it's not gonna get all cakey if I, ooh, got some in my hair. It's not gonna get all cakey if I like sweat in this, so that's good. That's a plus. It does smell good. I'm not sure what it smells like. I guess it just smells like clean. So I'm not sure what in it is making that smell good, but it does. So since this is darker and this one is lighter, I'm going to be using this first, and then I'm going to be putting this over it to kind of lighten it up since I am incredibly pale. I just need my blush brushes. Okay. Also, this one does have incredible pigment, so you really don't want to get a lot on because it's intense. Like, the pigment of this is wonderful, but it's very easy to go overboard, and we don't want that. So I'm just lightly dusting it on my cheekbones. Just blending that all over that bronze color that I placed there. And then I will be going in with the e.l.f. This one has even more pigment than the Milani does, which is hard to believe, but this one gets really crazy really fast. So I'm just gonna dust it over there just to make it like a baby doll bubblegum pink color. And I like how it has, because of the glitter, it gives me like that natural highlight almost, and I really like that, even though of course I'm still going to put highlighter on. So what I normally do with this is I get a little bit on each of my two fingers. I will dab it on my cheekbone right here where I want it, and then I just dab it in. I don't want to rub because I don't want it to actually like rub off the powder that I placed there. But yeah, I just want a little bit there. I'll put a little bit more on actually. I had a friend who tried this and it looked great on her, and she said it stayed really well, so I thought I might as well go ahead and try it. So this is a Milani Amore Matte Metallic Lip Cream, and this is the color Madly in Love. And it kind of has this gold tone to it. Just barely though, like. It's really pigmented. That was one swipe. So anyways, as I was saying, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I do have 149 more to go, so this will definitely be carried on into next year. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And thank you guys for subscribing, the ones of you who have already subscribed. For those of you that haven't, you can hit subscribe down below. if you want to keep up with my 150-day makeup challenge. Yeah, so everything that you'll need to know I'm going to put down in the description, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.